Okay. So, okay. For the day 12, yes. Explore what you can add next. Okay. So let's explore what we can add more. So where are we? Let's first check this thing. Okay. First of all, node. Yep. Node search is nope. Then Control Shift Tilt. Control Shift Tilt. Okay. I'm live server. Okay. First of all, let me see if this works. Login failed. Sign up successful. Okay, so this works, right? We don't need a live server then, right? Even if I shut this live server, okay, and just the data backend is running, okay. Let me see if this works now. Still close. Why opening here? Fine. Okay. Sign up successful. Where is it? Okay, so we don't need a live server now. Yeah. What if I don't give the course? Probably it won't work then. Turn the course off. Control C. Node 1 server just. Okay. This probably won't work. Right? Okay. What if restart? Okay. This should work now. Okay, let me test it. Good testing. Let me do the good testing. This collection is no data all along. This collection has no data. Okay, this collection has no data. Okay, so yeah. Okay, fine. Let's create it. Hello. 123 is the passcode. Sign up successful. Let me check. Hello. Verification login failed. 123. Login successful. Harsh 6969. Okay. Harsh 6969. Is the phone login successful? If I put wrong password, verification login failed. Okay, and what if I use the same thing but I do like this? Username already exists. Please try a different name. Wow. Username already exists. Please try. Looks good. What if I put the same passcode? Same thing. Yep. Why? Close it. Open with Chrome. Okay. Login field. Sign up successful. Okay, wait a minute. Harsh. 1, 2, 3. Wrong. Invalid declaration. Harsh. Invalid connection. Login field. 1, 2. Okay, 6969. Is the phone login successful? Okay. User found login successful. User found login successful. Okay, good. Okay, so what's next? Okay, this is working fine. Okay, so far so good. Okay. Now I have two concerns. Okay, wait. Okay. So yeah, what are the things I can do? Right. First of all, I can create a second password block for this, so I can confirm password block box. Okay, that is the first thing I can do. Second thing is that, like, when we put anything here, okay, we get a pop-up here. Instead of that, we can write it here or something like that. And third thing we can do is, like, we can create two separate, like, on this we can little bit of CSS, and we will get login here, and we will switch tabs between sign up and login, maybe like that. Or maybe, like, if you want to do like OG Facebook, like typical old Facebook version, where we have a login sign up here, login here, and sign up here. That is well as good. I think that would look prettier. Okay, so yeah, these things are good, but you know what, let's just focus on the MVP right now. Okay, like, we don't wanna right now our goal is not to make the perfect CSS right now. We need to create a minimum viable product. Like, we need to create a working product first, then we will focus on this trivial stuff. Right? Make sense? We can do a lot of stuff. Yeah, like, we can when we press this enter, this should automatically get cleared. Right? Make sense? This is not getting cleared. Even if I do here, this is still there. So that doesn't make sense. So there's a lot of stuff we can do on this page, on this index.html. But right now our focus is not on this point. Okay, hope you get it. So what do we want to create next? Let's just move on to the most important part. Like, what is our end goal? Our end goal is to make a timeline stuff. We want to make a posting stuff, like we can post it and it should get stored in the MongoDB, and then it should retrieve this MongoDB thing. Okay, so we want that kind of thing. We want to make it good project. But yeah, so first of all, we need to make this login stuff. Like, we need to explain ChatGPT about this, that when a user, suppose a user Harsh, okay, what is the username? Your ADFS, what the fuck is this name, man? HARS, Harsh 123. Okay, looks cool to do this on this, not without using Postman, isn't it? Okay, so we have Harsh username and passcode as 123. Okay, so what we want to make ChatGPT understand is, like, the website browser should know that this user is logged in right now at this point, and what we want is that it should like what we want is we want this to like let me think. This is we are right now what we did is just created a feeling, a feel of login system. This didn't we didn't actually log the user in. What we want is when the web page is open, like timeline page is open, and somebody writes what's in his mind, then at that point of time we need to when the user saves that or uploads or posts that text, we want that to be saved in the MongoDB server in the entry of that particular username, right? Okay, see, you can see we have a user collection here, right? So in this collection we have the list of usernames, which is good. We might create another collection which stores with username is the unique thing right now, right? We can do much more stuff like changing passcode, and we can do it later. Let's focus on the most important part first. What we will do right now is we'll create a new collection. Okay, that collection should be about timeline or posts, to be particular. And can it handle photos? We'll think about it later. Okay, first let's focus on the text. If we can do text, it is already good. Okay, we will do much more stuff later, like friend request, and I think that could be handled, and that would make this project really fun. Okay, first let's just focus on timeline stuff. Okay, what we want is we want user to get logged in. Okay, we might use JWT tokens or etc stuff. Like we wanted to understand that current user Harsh is logged in right now. Okay, so whenever he clicks on post that text on his timeline, what we want is it should get saved there, and the browser should remember that this user is logged in right now on this particular thread or particular thing. Okay, so we need to focus that this particular like this user is logged in right now. Okay, do we want multi-user login system and real-time update system? Okay, it would get really complicated. We don't need real-time update. Multi-user. Okay, I think we can think about that later. Okay, for now let's just focus on how do we keep the user, how do we make the browser remember, how do we make the server remember that this user is logged in right now. And when that user is logged in and when it posts something like a text, it should create a new, like it should store that in this new collection. Suppose posts. Okay, so the particular post, the text of that post and the username, it should be good. Okay, we can put likes also. Okay, we can do it that later. It would be really fun. Later we will might give search option for all the users available. You can add, you can, it would get really good. Okay, let's just focus first. Okay, even if I post something, even if I create a post collection, okay, you getting it? Even if I create a post collection, how would the browser know which user is posting right now? Even if he is giving his username, still we don't want that it gives its username, and we want that when it is logged in, it should remember that it is logged in. Until it logs out, it should be able to do that stuff. Like, we want the remembrance to be particular. We want the browser to remember. That's the keyword. Okay, remember. We want the browser to remember which user is particularly logged in at this point of time. To be concise, to be clear. Okay, how would we do that? That would be the real fun. Okay, by the way, if you wanna know my old videos, you can go to my YouTube channel, where I have the archive of the old videos in case you missed the part. Okay, the initial part. Okay, which you of course did, right? Okay, so we are getting this part, right? Okay, let's do this. We need to explain ChatGPT about what we talked. Okay, user login. Okay, how will we explain it? Would it be able to understand? That's the main question. Okay, anyways. Okay, where were we on this? Okay, what is our vision? Okay, we need to know our vision. Like, even if we create this stuff, okay, we can, if we do this, we want the user to know every time that which user is logged in right at this point of time. Okay, so we will maybe here we will put a name like hello Harsh, and we will need a login logout button as well, right? Okay, let's just discuss with this doesn't make sense. Add button to index. No, we don't want to create an overview to simulate. Okay, this is just simulation. We don't want to simulate. We need to do the real thing right now. Okay, that was just a simulation. You can start thinking about securing your use using authentication JWT token. Okay, is this for authentication? We'll see that in a while. Like, how will we verify if? Okay, we'll see to it. Maybe JWT will handle it. on its own. Okay, so till now, okay, what was this last thing? Yeah, okay. So till now we created a simulation, right? Simulation, what does this mean? Pretending, deception, right? Okay, so till now we created a simulation of user logging in. Okay, sign up wasn't a simulation. We did actually, created a entry list. So sign up was, I guess, real. Login was a simulation. Okay, so till now we created a simulation of user logging in. Let's now move towards the actual logging in. Actually, okay, so till now we created a simulation of user login. Let's now move towards the actual login system. Login system, right? Okay, so till now we created a simulation of user logging in. Now let's move towards the actual login system. Make sense? Let's see. Okay, absolutely. Now that you have got the basic simulation working, let's move towards implementing the actual login system where user can be authenticated securely, and we'll process the step-by-step hash user passes sign up instead of permission. No need, baby, no need of doing this. What is it? This hash is super securely stored. Skip the fancy stuff like hashing, etc. We can do that later. Let's now focus on the main part. Okay, skip the fancy stuff like hashing, etc. We can do that later. Let's now focus on the main part. Got it. Let's implement the actual login system step by step. We'll keep it simple for now, just verifying user and simulating a session like behavior. Here's what we will do. Use sessions to track logged in users. Keep hashing for now. Pain password comparison. Respond with meaningful data. Respond with meaningful data like simulated session 2. What is that? Install and set up Express session. We will use Express session to manage your sessions on the server. Run this command in your terminal. Blah, blah, blah. So, by the way, what is JWT tokens? Yeah. What is JWT tokens used for? What is JWT tokens and what are they used for? It's a compact URL, safe, self-contained method securely transmitting information between parties at JSON object. JWT tokens are commonly used for authentication, information exchange, and web. Lightweight designed to be safe, making it suitable for distributors or queries serving primarily to distributors lookups due to using What is this? Payload. Signature. Use cases of JWT authentication, authorization. Are these two different things? Authenticate, authorize. After user logs in, JWT tokens is sent to client. The client includes after user login, JWT token client includes token of authorization. So user token to client or access. Roles of permission can be included. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Stateless session handling, where server doesn't need to store session data. All information is in the token. What is difference between JWT tokens and sessions? Okay, sessions and JWT tokens. Sessions and JWT tokens, JSON web tokens. Okay. Are both used for managing user authentication and maintaining a logged in state, but they work fundamentally different ways. Here's a detailed comparison. Okay. Storage of user data. 1 minute. Let me take a break. This one is really good, but copyright claims. Like, you make good music, but man, I really like this thing, but you need to work on streaming part, like Twitch safe, is it? Like copyright safe. Is there anything? Copyright safe. Come on, man. Should we give it a try? Tell me, guys. should we give it a try? This guitar thing, let's give it a try. Okay, one time. Hopefully it doesn't get a copyright maybe. Hopefully. Okay. We'll see to that later. Okay, let's continue the storage of user data. What is the difference in sessions and JWT tokens? Okay, sessions. Oh my god. Come on, focus, boy. Storage of user data. Okay. Storage of user data, sessions. User data. Okay, what is this music? This is okay, but you know that one was really great. This one, superb. Okay, let's go with this. This is okay, it's not bad. Definitely not bad. Right. Okay. Storage of user data. Okay, how do these two things store the user data? Okay, sessions. User data is stored on the server. Okay, on the server in session store, like in a session store, memory, database, or files. The client receives a session ID, which is stored in a cookie and sent with each request. The server uses this ID to look up session data. JWT tokens. User data claims is stored inside the token itself, which is a self-contained and signed object. The client stores the JWT in cookie or local storage. User data is stored on a session store. Stored in a cookie, and client stores it ready cookie storage and sends it with each request. The server verifies the token directly without needing a session store. Okay, I'm getting a point. Like maybe it's trying to say like the verification object is in here, it is stored in the server. Here it is stored with the user, and the server verifies the token directly without needing to store. The server verifies the token indirectly without needing a session store. Okay, so do you want to store it at the server or in the browser? That's the question. Okay, stateless versus stateful. Okay, sessions, stateful. Okay, the server keeps track. Okay, in session. Okay, the server keeps track of all active sessions. As the number of users grow, the session store requires scaling. Okay, JWT token is stateless. The server doesn't need to store or track tokens. Yeah, the client stores. The headache is of the client's browser. The server doesn't need to store or track tokens. All the data is embedded in the token itself, as all the required data is embedded in the token itself. Scalability is easier because okay. Authentication flow. Sessions. User logs in. Okay. Server creates a session. Okay, this is the important part. When user logs in, okay. When user logs in, server creates a session. Okay. Session ID is sent to the client. Session ID is used to retrieve data for further requests. Okay. Makes sense. Simple. JWT. User logs in, server generates a JWT containing user data. Token is sent to the client. Token is sent with feature requests and verified by the server. Okay, these are kind of similar. Okay, kind of similar. Storage. Sessions. Session ID is typically stored in an HTTP cookie, only cookie. Server is responsible for managing the sessions. Yep. JWT. The token is often stored in a cookie or in the browser's local storage or session storage. Security. Session data is server side, so it's less exposed to tampering. Yep. Vulnerable to session hijacking. If cookies are not secure. Okay, I get this thing. Tokens can be signed and optionally encrypted, making them tamper-proof. Vulnerable to token theft, especially if stored in local or poorly configured cookies. Okay, the same. If a token is stolen, it remains valid until it expires unless explicitly revoked. Revocation is challenging. Revocation is straightforward. The server deletes the session from the store, immediately invalidating the session ID. Yep. JWTs are harder to revoke because they are stateless. Revocation requires maintaining a blacklist or token revocation list or reducing token expiration time or using refresh tokens. Man. Scalability. Session requires a distributed session to ensure all servers can access session data. Stateless design makes it easier to scale horizontally as no shared session is needed. Horizontal scaling. What is horizontal scaling? Scale horizontally. What is that? Expiration and refresh. Sessions often rely on server-side expiration and idle timeout policies. Extending session validity usually involves resetting the expiration time on the server. Session often rely on server-side expiration and idle timeout policies. Built-in expiration. Once expired, a new token must be issued. Fresh tokens are used to obtain new access. When to use what? Session best for traditional web application with server rendering pages. Ideally, if you need fine-grained control over session events such as immediate revocation. Simplify security as data is stored on server side. JWT best for stateless systems like APIs or microservices where scaling and distribution architecture are key. Suitable for SPA, single page application system where the client handles most of the state. Use when you want to share authentication data across multiple. Use case traditional web pages. SPA API APS. Okay, fine. Okay, let's start with sessions, I guess. Here we are. This goal is implement an actual login system by step by step. We can use simple form just verifying user. Okay. Simulating a session like behavior. We don't want to simulate, man. We want actual session thing. Okay. Let's go implement actual login simple. We'll keep it this for. We can keep it simple for now. Let's verify users and simulating session like behavior. Here's what we'll do. Use sessions to track logged in users. Skip hashing for now. Okay, let's try this thing. Okay, you can stop that and this thing. Here you go. You can, what do I say? Maybe we should, hello. Where's the cross, man? Cross. Okay. Yep. Expression. Okay, let's do it. npmi express session. npmi express. Sorry guys, express session. Okay, what is this? Okay, today we're doing this with good face. Okay, we gotta keep this speed. Okay, get it? Do you get it, man? Hey viewer, I'm talking to you. If you are there, if you exist, man, hey man, or woman, or girl, hey girl. LOL. गर्मी की छुट्टियाँ होती है बड़ी लंबी, हो जाते हैं बच्चे बड़े, और समझना ये होता है बड़ा मुश्किल है. What the क्या करे जैसे कि what the. Okay, maybe I should control tilde. Okay, npmi Express SESSI session. Right. Enter. Okay. Good. So far so good. Express session is here in the house. Once installed, let me know. I'll guide you to the install. Let me know. I'll guide you through setting it up. Continue. Okay. Great. Don't overwhelm me with go. Okay, better. Not bad. Okay. Great. Now let's set up Express. Should we call it a day? Should we call it a day? We should, right? I'm sorry, guys. For day 13, right? Today is the day 12. Tomorrow, continue with GPT. We have installed Express server. Let's see. Let's continue configuring it on GPT. Right. Looks good. That's it. Okay. Bye bye. Come on, turn the radio on. It's Friday night and I won't baby. Okay, so bye bye. Is anybody here, by the way? Okay, this is Harsh Garg sign off.